Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So today I have something brand new. I've had it for a few days. I have not used it yet. So we're going to use it today. This is the new Let's Resin Wireless UV Light. So this one has a it has the charging cord, but you can use it cordless, which is awesome, especially like where I have a small space on my desk. So not having to have it charged, plugged in is versatile. So you can, pretty much move it wherever you want. So I did take it out of the box. There is virtually no assembly required. You get this, you get the cord, you get your book, and that is basically what you need. So this stands up, and you can, if you have a bigger piece and you need that bigger window, you can get that with this. You can move it in all kinds of different directions. You can have it up, so if you have something high, So we're going to use this today. I did put it on the charger. It did come with some charge, but I did charge it just hopefully to get through this. If not, we'll plug it in to finish charging. So just like the other one, you have a 2-minute, a 3-minute, a 5-minute, and then lighting. So let me look at what lighting means. Okay, so you get the light, the cable, the manual. Okay, so 2, 3, 5, and 20 minutes. And when it hits that time, it will shut off. And then it has an indicator light. It's either red or green. If it's red, it's charging. Green, it's fully charged. Please use the adapter that meets the specification for this. If you don't, it could, damage your product. Adjust the UV lamp's bracket to a suitable height depending on your work area. Make sure the lamp head is facing the area of the UV resin to be cured. Press the power button to start. The indicator lighter will light up, indicating that the device is on. It will automatically shut off after. And then when you're done, put it back in its packaging for safekeeping. So, from my understanding, the lighting is stronger than the other light. If I'm accurate on that. So yeah, we're going to see. And, like sometimes when you're doing a piece, if it's thick and you need it up higher, you can put it up higher and then slowly bring it down to where you need it. The only thing with this is, again, it's only a top-sided light, but it is portable, it is lightweight, you can use it with no cord, so that is what we're going to do. So I just took out my mold to make cabochons, and we're just going to try a few different things in here, because then I can just put flat back bales on them and make them into pendants or keychains or, whatever we want. And I should have cleaned this out first, but, I came down 3 different times to start the video, and I kept getting company, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going down and I'm going to start it. And that way I won't have to worry about getting this done. So I will have the description link in the comments, as well as my discount code. And this is tentatively right now, they've told me March 5th, this will be available to purchase. So you can, you know, keep your eye out for that. All right, we're not going to do all of the squares, but I wanted my mold to be, you know, as clean as possible. I haven't used this for a while, so I've got to fill up my my little pump bottle. That's the one thing I have not done yet. So I just don't want no little, you know, bits in there. So we are going to use some of this fantasy film paper, and then we are going to back some of them in black. So I'm just going to move this to the side for now, and let me grab some tape because I can still see some little bitsies in here. It's the only thing when you use glitter in something, it seems like you're constantly picking glitter out. At least that is my observation, guys. So I do want to give a huge thank you to all the super chats that I have gotten. I really, really appreciate it, more than you will ever know. All right. I think we've got this pretty much cleaned up here. So I am going to grab one of my little pokey sticks here. And I'm going to wipe this tip off. I've got to take a blade and clean the end of it. I also pulled out some of these abalone shells, so we'll probably put a few of these in. I am going to, before we get started, let's take a couple of pieces. Let's see. How about if we do a pink and a green? So these are Angelina Fusible Film and Key Lime Green. So I am gonna spread these out. And we're gonna fuse two of them together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the cabochon, and then we're going to put it on our piece. So I do want to get something, let me grab like a paper plate, something that I can push down on the film as I'm doing it to keep it flat. That is something I did not do before. I didn't know you could. So I'm going to use the Let's Resin heat gun, and oh, I got some tape on here. I don't want to fuse the tape in it. That would not be good. And let's see. That seems like the shinier. Yeah, I think we're going to do it this way. And we're going to fuse the two together. And I'm going to leave a little overhang so that way I'll know which two colors I used. And let's start. And I probably should have warmed my heat gun up a little bit before, but that's fine. And by using the plate, then you're not burning your fingers. You know, because this does get hot. It's fusing it together. Okay, and then we're just going to make sure it's fused from the other side. That way we have no, like, air bubble pockets. I mean, I don't really know if doing the other side is really necessary, but why not make sure, right? All right. Okay. So we have our beautiful film all... Oh, well, yeah, you can really see the different colors. Okay, so we're going to put this aside for right now because we're going to get a couple of cabochons made. And I am using the Let's Resin hard type clear UV resin. So let's do... we'll do this round one. Oh. Why is this like not wanting to come out? I don't know. It usually comes out way easier than that. Because there was a little dry bitsy bits in there. Oh well. We're gonna, I guess I'm gonna have to look into that cover because, let's see. I might just switch covers. This bottle is just about empty. Yeah. So I'm gonna pour that in, and I'm going about 3/4 of the way up. All right. Let me take this cover off, and we're just gonna swap covers here. And then I can throw that bottle away. And now we have our good bottle. And I guess we'll do a heart. So we'll start with 3 of them. I'm gonna put the cover on, keep it upside down. And I am going to get some bubbles out. So I will probably use my long neck lighter. Oh, actually, for what I'm doing, I need to have them filled up flat. I forgot. I forgot what I was doing. Because there's two ways that you can do these. You can put the film paper in now, or you can put it on after. But I should have, all right, I'm gonna let those sit for a minute because this one's got a lot of bubbles in it. I'm gonna use this and see if I can stir them up to the top. Gotta wipe that UV up because I will be sticking my hands in it. Okay, so this one here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the abalone shells in because there are so many bubbles that hopefully they will not show. I should have stopped instead of like squirting it out, but I didn't. So maybe we'll just put a little bit in there. You know, so hopefully that will just kind of maybe disguise some of the bubbles in there. Like I can see a lot now on the top, so hopefully. And if not, you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna sweat the small stuff. I'm gonna put a few more. And I am going to take that one out. Because I don't want that in there. Okay. We've got that one. And let me see if I can try and cut the, oh, I know, I have my other mold. So what I'll do is I will use this to kind of trace my, my piece here. Slide this out of the way. So I want to do it so you guys can see where I'm at here. All right, so I'm just kind of feeling the edge of the It doesn't have to be perfect, but I mean, you want to try to get it as close as you can. And let me plug my little ring light in. I don't know if that's gonna help or not, but let's try it. Okay. All right, and I am gonna put some gloves on, guys, just in case. I don't want my hands to flare up, so I'm gonna put some gloves on just to be on the safe side, even though I don't plan on touching it. And then you can just take a little alcohol and wipe off that marker. Okay. And kind of put it in at an angle. And that way, hopefully, you won't get any bubbles underneath. And then I'm going to push this down, trying to work out any bubbles. So I'm going to do this one this way, and I'm going to do the other one the other way. So I'm just trying to make sure that we've got no bubbles in there. Underneath, anyhow. And then I'm going to leave that extra space because we're going to use that for the black. So I'm just going to finish filling this one, and then we will cure it. Okay. So I knew this one was going to have bubbles, so all right, I'm just going to bring it down a little bit here. And then we will turn our light on for 2 minutes. And then what I'll do is I'll flip this over and we will flip that for 2 more minutes. And let me see here. I am looking for maybe something else that we can add in. Oops. Here they are. This is what I was looking for. Because these cavities are much deeper, so you can put thicker things in there. And let's see, we'll pull out a few of these. And I'm going to also use some of the colored UV resin. So we'll do an aqua with the shells. Because I haven't tried all of these are the Light Wish ones. That's the one thing I don't have is the Let's Resin regularly colored UV resin. Okay, so those are hard, but we're just gonna flip that over and we're gonna give that a little bit more of a cure. I probably won't do the full 2 minutes, but I just want to make sure that the backside does get some of that UV light. Okay. So we will, all right, I'm gonna put some blue in this one here, just to give it like a background color on those shells. I don't know what color is gonna be the best. All right, let me just move this over here. And I'm gonna fill the big cabochon. And this mole is stained. So we're gonna put, let's put the first layer clear. At least enough to get something in there. And then we're gonna put some of these shells in here. And what I'll do is I'm gonna turn this light so it's going in the opposite direction so I can work on this heart one over here, because we're gonna take that one out. Let me see. Use another little one down in here. All right. So I'm just gonna turn this back over this way. And hopefully this one is going to be okay over here. So we're going to pop this heart out. And we're going to put our film on it. Let's see. We'll put a little bit of UV resin. Hopefully that's enough. I'm gonna have to top coat these. Push that down. And I'm gonna take a little micro brush and just kind of wipe away the excess around it. Oh, Sorry, guys. So I've just put the UV resin down, and I'm just cleaning up some of the spillage so that when I go to cure this, I'm not going to have a big thick mound to cut off. There, we'll put that under there too. And let's, oh, okay, that goes for this one. Let's mix up a little bit of black so that we can get that cabochon finished. And where's my, all right, in front of my face. So, I'm just gonna put that for another 2 minutes. I won't keep it under there the whole time, but, and I just need, oh, I just need a little bit. Just enough so I can fill that cabochon. And I am gonna use a paste. I'm just like, I barely dipped it in there. Yeah, it's still somewhat transparent, so that's a good, that is a good thing. All right, I'm gonna shut this off, and we're gonna pour this. Cover this. We're gonna run the lighter over these. And I'm gonna take these two. And we're gonna get my scissors, and we are gonna cut around this heart. And then I'm just gonna kind of go around and make sure that I don't have any little bits hanging out. Okay. And then we're gonna set that on here. Let's put just a little bit more of the UV resin in this container. Now, I've never used paste. I've always used mica powder, but I guess we're gonna find out if this works. And then we're just gonna run this to the edge. So far I haven't had to really put anything more than the 2 minutes. I mean, I turned that back on because that black one is under there, but it's really curing good. Okay. Gonna let that sit for a minute to make sure that it does not, you know, pull away. And then we're gonna put some blue in here, and then we will put this under the light. Now, I could have shut the light off in between while the 2 minutes is, you know, going or whatever, but I am not good at editing, and you guys all know that. And this way here, what you see is exactly what I'm doing. I'm not maneuvering anything. I'm not saying it was, you know, 2 minutes when it was 5. So that is hard. This one is hard. So I'm gonna pop this one out. So that gives, that's a pretty look. You can still see through it. And then we can just put a flat back bail. I definitely could have used more shells. I wasn't even, you know, like thinking. But I'm going to finish filling this. I'm just going to dome this with some clear. So I definitely wanted you guys to see, you know, this light in action, because this is gonna definitely be a plus. Like, you know, like sometimes if we lose power, I still want to do my craft, but I don't, you know, this way here, I could bring this up at the table and I could do some jewelry and I wouldn't have to worry about a plug and all that. Okay, so that is pretty cool. So like I said, I do need to top coat it. These molds are just not the greatest. But that's really cute. You can really see those seashells in there. So we will top coat these. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my finger and smear it. I'm just putting that down so that I'm not getting the light over here where I don't need it yet. All right, so I've never top coated these domed pieces. I'm going to try to just get that slid underneath that light as I go. And that way we have a nice shiny surface. Hey, that's working pretty good. Wipe off some of the resin on my glove here. And that way there we give these guys a nice pretty shine. So I do have another project that we will be using this light in coming up. Okay. I'm just gonna pop that other cabochon out and turn that back on. Oh, look at that. Now that one is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, this is not very shiny. So we'll do the same thing. Really, Butterfingers? Yeah, sometimes, you know, my fingers, they just don't work. Well, at least they don't do what I want them to do. All right, so let's plop that under there. I'm gonna wipe my hands. I was trying to make a quick video for you guys today, but you know, and I'm gonna get my flat back bales out and my E6000. Okay, so I'm going to put this round one. Let's see, we'll do... Oh, look at that, how pretty that is now. So we're going to just glue that on the back like that. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a clean paper towel to set these on. So that's how that will look. And then I will just leave this to dry. And then we have this one. So this one here, I'm thinking I'm gonna hang it this way. Instead of, no, I guess we'll do it in the middle. Okay, so I'm just gonna put a little bit there. And we're gonna plop that down. Just like that. So I definitely want to get some more of those different colored film. So we're going to use a round one for this piece. Just like that. And we will let those dry. And this one here is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we're gonna put an oval on this one. And once these are completely dried, I'm probably gonna coat the back with some clear UV resin. Just do like a skim coat. Okay, I want that to stay straight. So yeah, these are our beautiful little cabochons. Now you could add something to the top if you wanted. I do have a little bit of trimming on the sides to do, but I wanted to get the, you know, the pieces done so you guys could see them. Now this one here, I would not sell because it does have bubbles in it, but I knew that once I started squeezing the bottle, but this one's my favorite. And it looks like there's like big craters or something in there, and that's just that film. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, so that is this new Let's Resin Light. And like I said, it should be available on March 5th on Amazon. I will have the description link in the description box. Just trying to think if there's something here that I maybe be able to add to one of these with the shells. So what I would probably do is add this to, put that over there before I drop it. So, like on this one here, once I put the chain on, I'll probably have this hanging off of that so that it kind of gives that sea life to it. Kind of like what I do with the keychains. This one I'm just going to leave like that. It does have a few little micro bubbles, but it's still really, really pretty. And this one I'm just going to kind of leave the way it is. And Yeah, that one's really pretty. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably make a something smaller like this to put on a bracelet to match. I think that would be really, really pretty. Now, had we used a different color backing, we would have got a totally different look, which I probably should have done, but I didn't. So we will do that on the next one, guys. So that is this video. If you have any questions on this beautiful Let's Resin light that just kind of folds, goes in different directions. So if you're doing a bigger piece, you can get that light spread over it. These are the lights, so they're definitely bigger than in the other light, for sure. So yeah. Alrighty, guys. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are and which was your favorite piece. So let me just scroll you down here so you can kind of see them up close. They have a nice, beautiful shine to them. So I don't know if I'll make them necklaces or keychains, but this one I'm going to make a necklace. That's beautiful. This one, I could have got more of the crinkle in than I did. It was more of, there wasn't a lot of like movement like this piece. This actually looks like there's jewels in there. So, alrighty guys, I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.